The Centtwinz today had a guest remotely, and he was, I think he is originally from Pretoria, and he had a concern concerning issues of this new trend, or this purple new trend that's on TikTok. I didn't know about it until they spoke about it, and so let's go over and listen to what his concerns were. And y'all tell me your thoughts in the comment section.
Behind this thing, there is a spirit that we need to tackle. Okay, and there is a particular organization that raises awareness, and it is good to raise awareness. It is good to stand against GBV, but we need to discern by the spirit what influences the awareness. And by the mercies of God, by the graces of God, I was able to discern that the spirit behind this movement is actually a dark spirit. We know that in 2 Corinthians verse 11, verse 14, it shows us that the intent of the devil is to mislead people by appearing as something good. Raising awareness is something good, but behind it, the devil is there. Now, when this...
All right, so what is he talking about? He's talking about the protest for awareness of GBV and the way it's worse, or it's getting worse in the country. And he's talking about this particular organization of change.com. And so this is it right here. They have this entire thing, and it's a particular thing that they're doing today. Just in case you're wondering, what is he warning about in specific?
Appeared, it came as a burden to my heart that I should speak to the people, warn the people that they shouldn't participate in the symbolic actions that will be happening on the 21st of November 2025. But people are more sided on the physical side and not on the spiritual side. And today, by the grace of God, we will reveal the plan of the enemy on the spiritual side. So without wasting time, this particular organization released a statement that on the 21st of November at 12 p.m., at 12 noon, people should lie down, act as if they are dead for 15 minutes in commemoration of women who are being murdered. Now, that right there, that act is an act that plants a seed of death. And to also link it to their website, where there is a section, a part on their website that is named an unburied casket. So basically that casket is unburied, and then inside the casket is the name of the women who have been murdered. But what I know is that a casket symbolizes death, and once there is a casket, it must be buried. Now, if a casket is not buried, it means that there has to be someone, or there has to be people who need to occupy the casket in order for it to be buried.
So basically, that's when I was like, okay, that sounds concerning. Yes, protest. Yes, GBV is bad. But now, that sounds extreme. That sounds like something else. So I had to go and check some of these things. And I was like, okay, what did they say actually? They said, we call on women, members of the LGBT community across South Africa, to refrain from all paid and unpaid work in the workplace. So that's when I was like, kind of, okay, so what does protest? Yes, but stopping labor in universities and in homes to spend no money for the entire day to demonstrate the economy. No, what does the economy have to do with GBV? Explain to me. Why must one issue affect everything else? You want to protest? Protest. But then schools cannot be active. Workplaces must stop, and we can feel their thinking. And notice, the people that are called are women and members of the LGBT community. And until South Africa, until So until South Africa stops burying a woman every 2.5 hours, that's not going to stop. Murder happens everywhere. So is this like a never-ending protest? What is it? And so say, how can I participate? So an individual, don't work, don't spend money, withdraw from the economy. Why does the economy have to do with GBV? Join the 15-minute stand by lying down for 15 minutes at 12 p.m. I was wondering why I was hearing noise outside around 15 p.m. There was some type of noise outside. 12 p.m. people must lay down in honor of women who were murdered and so forth. Nationwide. Meetings to point. Wear black. Change your profiles to purple and then so forth. I'm not saying, yes, of course, there are certain things that he then goes to speak about and interpret from his point of view or revelation and so forth. But just on the basics, what does GBV have to do with the economy? I just don't understand that. Why must someone lie down for 15 minutes to honor people who have passed on? It's lying down still. So imagine being at work and then just lying down to represent or to protest. I just don't understand this protest. Avoid spending money on that day. No taxi then. Post a solidarity online, and so I've seen a few posts that are purple. So I understand that. I understand the changing profile pictures. Yeah, I get that. I get all of that. My question is, why must people stop engaging the marketplace? Why must people stop engaging the marketplace? What does that have to do with work? Protesting in this manner, like for instance, a person who's at work, right? They must lie down for 15 minutes. What's that? We are spiritual people, and things have meaning. Even though we don't agree with maybe what he says there, but there's meanings to things. There was that whole thing of dead posts. You remember Facebook dead post? When was that? 10 years ago? Right? We're not being alarmists here, but these things have meaning. Things mean something. What's the lying down dead and all that? Then they ask about what about students who are writing exams and so forth, okay? And students should download an official letter to hand in to their teacher or principals at the university. We understand that exams are important, that many students can't stay away from school or campus. You can still take part by wearing the black on the 21st, lie down dead still at 12. What if the exam is exactly at that time? Right? Some exams start at 10 o'clock till 12. 10 o'clock up until 1 o'clock. Take part in online change of profile to purple and share the poster and the message and in solidarity and so forth. Every act of support counts, even if it can stay away from, even if you can't stay away from class, your voice still matters. Yeah, no, protest definitely, okay. But why does everything have to affect everything? It's like My question is also, like, if you look at it, you go to, like, in Kokasi, you'll find that they're protesting about water, but they're destroying other infrastructure like road safety, stop signs, and all those things. So why does one thing affect everything? That's how you destabilize. Yes, protest, definitely. For those that are available to do that, they can go protest. Cool. I won't stop you for that. I won't think it, right? I understand the cause. But why does one thing affect everything? Why is the marketplace affected? What does buying something with money have to do with GBV? What does lying down and protest for? I don't get that. Maybe somebody want to explain it to me down in the comment section. I don't get that. Things mean things. Okay. Things mean things. These things mean things. I mean, like, we don't just protest just for the sake of protest. These things mean something. Yeah, tell me your thoughts down in the comment section, man.